Okay, class. Good morning. So now, uh, let's discuss another topic. So this will be the first topic for the midterm. So this topic is simple annuity. So let's first discuss the topic learning outcome. So unang-una, let's define what is annuity. Next, classify the types of annuities. 3. Differentiate two kinds of annuities. Identify the classification of annuities and compute for the amount and present value, periodic payment, interest rate, and term of annuity. So let's define first what is annuity. First, annuity is a sequence of equivalent periodic payments or deposit. So ordinary annuity is a series of equal payments made at the end of consecutive periods over a fixed length of time. While the payments in ordinary annuity can be made as frequently as every week. In practice or in real world, so sa totoong trabaho, so they are generally made monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. Notations below were used for whole discussion of ordinary annuity. So, sa madaling sabi class, ang annuity is, uh, the best example here is just like paying a premium sa isang insurance. Halimbawa, kumuha ako ng insurance. Since yung insurance is equal payments yon, yung insurance kasi pwede kang magbayad monthly, pwede ka rin magbayad ng quarterly. So, but most of the time, kapag magbabayad ka ng insurance, quarterly ginagawa. Ngayon, uh, how much will be, halimbawa, kumuha ako ng insurance ngayon. So, after 10 years, so yung policy after 10 years pa, ibig sabihin every quarter magbabayad ako let's say 1,000 pesos, magbabayad ako ng 1,000 every quarter. So for 10 years. So magkano yung magiging pera ko after that 10 years, 'di ba? So syempre, after isang quarter, 1,000 magbabayad ako. So pagka the next quarter magbabayad naman ako ng 1,000. So after the 10 years, magkano lahat yung magiging pera ko, 'di ba? So kailangan natin i-compute 'yon. Or di kaya, let's say for example, kapag kukuha ka ng insurance, ano ba, kapag yung insurer, yung bumili ng insurance is namatay, di ba merong mga death claim na tinatawag doon sa insurance. Halimbawa, yung death claim, 1,000,000. So, ngayon, hindi natin alam kung kailan mamamatay yung tao. Di ba? So, syempre, kapag mamatay yung tao, makakatanggap siya ng 1,000,000 from the insurance company. Since ngayon pa lang mag-i-invest na si insurance company para meron siyang pambayad ng 1,000,000 sa insurer or sa insuree doon sa kumuha ng policy. So, ibig sabihin class, 1,000,000, halimbawa, namatay si Pedro, 10 years. So, 1,000,000 yung matatanggap niya. Magkano yung magiging i-invest ng insurance company para ma-meet up niya yung 1,000,000 pambayad doon sa kumuha ng policy. So, kino-compute natin yan. Ibig sabihin, dini-discount natin yung 1,000,000 after 10 years, magkano siya ngayon. So, that is annuity na tinatawag. Annuity kasi class is, there is a series of payments. Series of equal payments. Siyempre, meron din namang series of unequal payments. So, ngayon, i-discuss muna natin yung ordinary annuity. So, ano itong ordinary annuity? Just like SSS. Kapag maghuhulog ka sa SSS, syempre magbabayad ka dyan. Every monthly yan. Monthly na babayaran. Syempre, sa SSS kasi class, yung pagbabayad sa SSS, hindi siya advance. Binabayaran siya every after the month. Let's say for example, self-employed or di kaya may trabaho yung tao, syempre, required siya na magbayad ng SSS. Binabayaran siya, nagbabayad siya ng SSS at saka meron ding portion yung employer. Halimbawa, sabihin natin, ang ibinabayad ng isang empleyado is 2,400 monthly. So, syempre, for the month of January, magbabayad siya sa SSS ng 2,400 on the month of February na. Naintindihan? Which is for the month of January. Naintindihan? So, ngayon, since January 1 tayo ngayon, let's say for example, January 1 tayo ngayon, so, magkano yung, how much the 2,400 ngayon? Naintindihan? Di ba series yan eh? Series of payments. Ibig sabihin, monthly magbabayad si employee ng 2,400. So, monthly. So, 2,400 for January, 2,400 for February, and so on. For hanggang kailan? So, hindi natin alam. So, it may stop kung yung empleyado mamatay. Hindi ba? It may stop yung payment sa SSS kung yung empleyado nawala ng trabaho. Naintindihan? So, ang the best that is the best example for ordinary annuity. So, i-discount mo yung 2,400. Okay, so let's have an example class para mas maintindihan nyo what is ordinary annuity or what is annuities. So, just like here in our dito, so let's say example, January 1 tayo ngayon, January 1, 2020. So, since empleyado ako, diba, sabihin empleyado kayo, tayong lahat, empleyado tayo. So, syempre, we need to pay SSS kasi nga required yon sa mga empleyado. So, every month, ang payment ng, let's say for example, ang payment natin every month sa SSS is 2,400. Itong 2,400 na mag-due for January 31 is babayaran siya February 28 pa. Or February pa siya, month of February. So, since January 1 tayo ngayon, ang present value of ordinary annuity is magkano itong 2,400 January 1? Naintindihan nyo? So, January 1 tayo ngayon, magkano itong 2,4 ngayon? Naintindihan? Kasi 1 month na yun eh. Considering the time value of money. Siyempre, may time value of money, may tinatawag na inflation, may tinatawag na interest rates. So, nagbabago yung interest rate. Ibig sabihin, itong 2,400 ng January 31, hindi siya 2,400 ng January 1. Naintindihan nyo? So, ganun din sa February 28. Kailangan mong i-rediscount ito from February 28, public ng January 1. Naintindihan? Next, March, as well as March 31, itong 2,400 ng March 31, hindi siya 2,400 pa rin ng January 1. Considering inflation, considering interest rates, kasi nga, volatile yung mga ganyan. Nagbabago yan, class. Nakaka-apekto sila sa time value of money. Naintindihan? So, ganun din pagdating ng the next year. Ito, let's say for example, January 31, 2021 na ito. Magkano itong 2,400 public ng January 1, 2020? Naintindihan? That is annuity na tinatawag. Naintindihan nyo? So, since the long method, ito yung computation ng long method class. Isa-isahin mo. Naintindihan? So, that is the long way. It's the same pa rin kung this formula. So, it's the same in this formula. So, this will be the formula for present value of an annuity. Naintindihan nyo? So, pero kung gusto nyo pahirapan yung sarili nyo, so you can rediscount this 2,400, isa-isahin nyo. Ang pinag-uusapan natin dito class is isang taon pa lang. So, what if, let's say for example, yung empleyado nagtrabaho ng 30 years, 'di ba? So, kailangan mong i-compute yung annuities. So, the formula for computation of present value of annuity is this. P, or the present value of ordinary annuity. So, itong R, this will be the periodic payment. Naintindihan? Or dito sa example natin, yung R, this will be the 2,400. Naintindihan? So, R multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n divided by I. Naintindihan? Or, di kaya, this will be the formula. P is equals to R multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus J over M. So, this is the formula, di ba, class? So, huwag nyo kalimutan. The formula to get the I is J over M raised to negative M multiplied by T. So, di ba, the formula to get the N is M multiplied by T divided by I or J over M. So, let's apply. Here, meron tayong here, may exercise 1 tayo dito. So, determine the amount of the annuity of 1,500 every end of 3 months for 2 years and 3 months. Money is worth 12% converted quarterly. Take note, class, quarterly. So, ibig sabihin, 4. Naintindihan? The M must be 4. So, the given. Ang given is 1,500. That will be the R. Next, the time. So, what is the time? 3 months, 2 years and 3 months. Naintindihan? So, the time will be 2.25 years or 2 years and 3 months. Next, the M will be, since quarterly class, 4. Next, this 12%. What is this 12%? That will be the J or the nominal interest rate. So, let's compute. Ang required is, ang hinahanap class is future value of ordinary annuity. Okay? So, yung diniscuss ko sa inyo kanina class is present value of ordinary annuity. So, ano naman yung future value? So from the word from the term itself, future. So, magkano siya in the future? Gaya dito sa ating class, sa ating example. January 1, 2020 tayo ngayon. Ngayon, kapag maglalagay ka daw ng pera, halimbawa, let's say sa bangko. Kapag maglalagay ka ng pera sa bangko ng 2,400, magkano siya after a year? Naintindihan? So, January 1, 2020. Ngayon, may interest ka na 12%. So, magkano itong 2,400 pagkatapos ng isang taon? Siyempre, hindi na siya 2,400. Mas higher amount pa. Why? Kasi nga, nag-deposit ka ng pera sa bangko. So, ine-expect mo na mayroong interest. So, that is the future value. Since future value of ordinary annuity, series of payments. So, gaya dito sa ating example, determine the amount of annuity. So, magkano daw 1,500. Magbabayad ka ng 1,500 every 3 months. Halimbawa, sabihin natin, January 1 ngayon. So, ngayong January 1, magbibigay ka ng 1,500. After 3 months, another 1,500. After 3 months, 1,500. So, magbibigay ka ng 1,500 sa loob ng 2 taon at saka 3 buwan. Siyempre, ini-expect mo na meron siyang 12% na interest. That is the future value of ordinary annuity. So, what will be the formula? So, the formula will be this, F. F is equals to R multiplied by 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I. Take note, class, kapag future value yung pinag-uusapan natin, the exponent is positive or just only N. Pero kapag present value naman yung pinag-uusapan natin, class, take note, ang pinagkaiba nila is yung exponent is negative. Naintindihan? So, yan yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa. At saka merong minus 1 dito, class. Naintindihan?